HODLers. Welcome back to another episode of Monkey TV. We're gonna open 5 of these. So far, I ordered 12, right? Just a little box of 12, and the first 7 were completely unique. So I have a chance. I just need the other 3, which are the elephant, the heart trooper, or no, the elephant, the wizard, and the astronaut. The elephant, the wizard, and the astronaut. That started off pretty freaking sweet. So let's get started. And then we're also going to do, let me share a link really quick, just for fun. 7 available slots. Oh, hopefully you could have heard me. You could hear me there because the mic was completely up. Anyway, let's get started. And I also realized I'm, only in the Bay Area for so much time here. My favorite pizza joint is open. So, hey, look at that. The Willful Wizard. So far, I'm 8 for 8 uniques off of a 12-unit order. It's pretty freaking sweet. This one goes right there. All right. Let's keep it rolling. Yeah, I need to go get pizza after this. ASAP. I'm starving. It's my favorite spot, and they're going to close soon, so... we're not going to spend that much time on the DraftKings NFL research, but check out that link if you can play. Join it. It's a free contest. I'm going to do something fun to first. We'll announce what it is. All right, we got another Patient Panda. Cool. I love having that as a duplicate. So I got 2 up there. 2 Patient Pandas back there. That. I'm not going to open these like an ape. All right, astronaut or astronaut or elephant, astronaut or elephant, astronaut. So, what are the odds so far? I got 9 of 10, and I still have 2 more to open. Let's go. Wow. The odds. What are the odds? Has anybody else had these good of odds at all? Like, I'm curious. Yo, what's good, Gary? Hope you had a good day. Hope you had a good workout there. All right. Let's go. What are we feeling? What are we feeling? We need the elephant, right? Oh, we got another heart trooper. Okay, we got a duplicate heart trooper. Excuse me. All right. Well, if not, I'm going to have to go to my local Macy's and buy some more. I should have bought more when they were on sale. They were buy one, get 50% off, get one 50% off. This one's heavy. I think it's an elephant. Hey! What? Are you kidding me? 10 out of 12 got me all uniques. Look at this. I called it, didn't I? Heavy, heavy, heavy. That's pretty sweet. Wow. I'm stoked. Let's fucking go. I don't have to go buy more of these. I'm going to, if they're on the shelves anywhere, when I do my Christmas shopping this weekend, for the nephews and the little kiddos, for sure. Let's fucking go. I ordered 12. I got 2 duplicates, the Patient Panda, the Heart Trooper, not bad duplicates, and then I got all 10. Let's fucking go. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So let's get into a quick first look. DraftKings NFL slate for week 14. We're running a contest. First place gets a fun prize. Stay tuned on what that prize is. And let's get started here. Let's zoom in so you can see more of the screen. And how are we looking this week? What games stand out to me out of the gate? What games stand out to me? All right. I already like Amon-Ra St. Brown here. Just out the gate. Love him, especially against Minnesota. They're just bleeding points to wide receivers this season. He's going to be highly owned this week. Cash, GPP, I have no doubt. And I'm not saying he's a bad play, but I'm going to play him. Let's go. Generally also like to... How's Mixon doing? If I'm not mistaken, this is a divisional game. I generally don't like looking on how they perform versus other team, versus the same team, because it's any given Sunday. And as you can see, he had that blow up game here, and then he got injured, and he's been out ever since. So he could ball the fuck out. But also Chubb, I mean, he's usually good for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns on any given week, right? So assuming Kareem Hunt doesn't steal any tutties now, I'm going to get away from that for now. Now, Barkley's looking good this week. Philly, it's a tough defense, but it is a run funnel defense because their cornerbacks are so damn good. They tend to dump off passes to the tight end and the running backs, and just running straight up the gut against Philadelphia has been successful for running backs. So as of now, Barkley's in my lineup. Let's see. Now, Dalvin Cook at Detroit. Detroit's defense has been surprising people, but I think he's going to cook. I think he's just going to do great, and I like that as a secondary stack, but he's expensive, right? I'm already got two top-end plays here, so I need to start. Let me go check out a stack. Let me see what type of low-owned, or let me rephrase, not low-owned, but cheap, value-based stack. What are we looking here? Interesting. All right. He is criminally underpriced. I get he hasn't been producing, but oh yeah, yikes. He hasn't been doing too hot, but he does have against Las Vegas. He has the potential. And against Kansas City, I don't think he's going to be made look like a fool, right? I think he's going to use his legs, and I think he's going to, I believe Judy's back. If Judy's back, I'm liking this play even more. That's cheap for a quarterback right there with 20+ point upside. 5,100. Judy's questionable. We'd have to take a look at this. I would love it if Judy, Sutton are both healthy. Damn it, he's doubtful. I still like it. I wish Sutton was in. I really do. But you know what? With him being out, that does open up some value if you want to dig that deep. I'm not saying by all means bet your whole bankroll on this, but Hinton would possibly become viable. And he's had 9 targets this season in just one game. So they're not afraid to throw it to him when he's in that position. Hamler's out. Sutton's doubtful. Judy's questionable. I have a feeling Judy will play. But I haven't done too much research this week. So please always double check Sunday morning before lineup lock at 10 a.m. or 1 p.m., wherever you're at. For the sake of this and me wanting to go get pizza, almost forgot. Let's assume Judy's playing. It's pretty low on stack. And you know what? I'm going to bring it back with Kelsey. I know that he hasn't been doing those 20, 30-point games recently. And I'm hoping the public's off of him because he is expensive. But this is a perfect bring back for this stack. Just QB +1 and then plus a pass catcher on the other side of the ball. Liking how this is looking. We still have an average of 4,000 per. Let's go knock out a cheap. Let me go look at my cheapest viable defense as of now. You know what? They stunned the Bills just a few weeks ago. They could do it again. They very well could. But that's GPP. I like this. I like this rivalry too. But do we want to go more on defense this week? What are we feeling? Ooh. That might have to be the one. That's expensive. Let's see if we can make that work. Shout out Greek if you're in the audience. What's good, Zen? There we go. We should have fixed the spam there. Hope you're having a good evening. Let's see. Now I'm curious here. So why not, right? Why not? Who's gonna be, they've been splitting the touches. They want to keep Zeke fresh. And a lot of teams are doing this 1-2 punch. And look, Tony Pollard is now more expensive than Zeke. And depending on what ownership looks like, I mean, look at him. He's getting opportunities. 15 plus opportunities in the past 5 weeks. And that's on the min, 15 plus, right? Last week was 20 with his targets and his rushing attempts. So cheaper, possibly more low owned, or, this could flip up. People might see this as value. I'm not sure what ownership looks like right now. It's too early in the week, I think, to look at it anyway. But let's try to squeeze Pollard in there. Yeah, that's not going to happen with a wide receiver and a flex. That's too much money. I'm going to have to get away from that. Let's see. Can we squeeze in Zeke? That leaves me 3,100 wide receiver flex. I'm not going to be too confident about this, but let's see how it looks. Do we have any value plays? So let's play off of our quarterback here on this stack. Sutton's out, right? Hamler's on IR. He's 3,400. I need to go check out what matchup, what his snap count has looked like. Obviously only one target last week, but that's because I believe Sutton was in. But he did exit the game in the first half. Yeah. I don't know. I like this as a value play since I'm playing Russell Wilson, but then that only leaves me 2,800. I'm going to have to get away from Cowboys defense to get somebody viable. We're only going to be able to fit in just a shit tight end that I don't want to risk that slot on, unless there's something that is just. Hold on. Is Mark Andrews out? Because here's the thing about Isaiah Likely. He's that backup tight end to Mark Andrews, but they've also been running him out there with Mark Andrews. So if he's going to keep getting those looks, and if something happens to him, I don't know. Risk it? Possible? That's rough, but what I'd rather do is get rid of that defense. Go to my cheapest viable defense. Who was it? Who did I say? The Jets, I think, was my favorite. And it's nobody's going to really pick a defense against Josh Allen, or not many people will, right? But that defense is something special. And Robert Saleh is who I'm a big fan of. I was a big fan of him when he was the defensive coordinator at the Niners, which is my team, right? So I've always known he's a very good defensive mind, and him as a head coach, I'm not surprised that the Jets have a solid defense. Not surprised. So I'm willing to put I get to save 1,300 on salary going down from the Cowboys. Why not? And one up even better that I recommend everybody look at. It doesn't always affect the games like you think, but look at that. There is snow projected. Jets at Buffalo, snow. Snowy, rainy conditions generally encourage turnovers, right? At least something I've learned. Oh, I might have to get away from Zeke too, since I got away from the Cowboys. I forgot I picked Zeke. Dang it. I'm going to keep Zeke for now, though. You know that Isaiah Likely, I mean, if he takes a 0, oh well. If the rest of my lineup hits, it'll be nice. Because right now I could go, more game stack, bring it back with MVS on the other side of Kansas City, but I don't want to do that. He spreads the ball around way too much over there. Yeah, let's get away from Zeke. I know the running back situation over there has been a little weird too. What's going on? I need to go check the snap count last week. He's still got 20 touches. He might be the move. Michael Carter's back. Reclaim a solid share. Solid did say that Knight will remain in the rotation. But I mean, yeah, it's a lot of touches there. But last week without Carter, Ty Johnson got more targets than anything. 1 touch, 7 targets. James Robinson, 4 touches. I think Knight would be the move there. Why not? I'd rather pair him, get some correlation with my defense. Let this defense get a pick near the goal line or get a turnover near the goal line, and Knight just pops it in a couple times. Why not? Double whammy. Let's go. All right, so that leaves 5,100 on the flex. I'm liking how this is looking. Do I want to pick a secondary stack off of Barkley? I kind of do, actually. Goddard's still out. No, I can't afford Devontae Smith. I was hoping he was a little cheaper. Dang it. All right, maybe not. Maybe I don't have to do any correlation. Let's just find a one-off and see how it looks. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold up. Ew, I hate running dual tight end. I hate running dual tight end in the flex. The odds of that hitting are very low, especially. But Hockenson going back to Detroit. Detroit traded him away to Minnesota, and he's been thriving in Minnesota, even with all those offensive weapons over there, namely Justin Jefferson. This is kind of making me want to also run a stack with Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, Hockenson, bring it back with St. Brown on the other end, and then go from there. I do want to run a stack that way. Ooh. Let's do it real quick. I think I should be good on pizza. Let me make sure they'll still be open. Dang it. Is that 7 or 8? 9. Nice. All right. I like this one, and since I recorded this, let's go back. Make sure you take down that website too. This thing, I mean, it's the most basic looking website, but it's pretty freaking accurate. I sometimes will go into Weather Underground or wunderground.com and just double check. I'll search where the stadium is, and I'll search that city, find the nearest weather station if there's like uncertainty on like how strong winds will be or how heavy the rain is or the chances of rain, chances of snow. When things are getting that crazy, that nitpicky, that's how deep I'll go too. So I'm going to enter that, but I also want to go in and I'll just pretend to edit it. Or what we can do is we can just prep one for the Millie. All right. This one's probably going to be very popular, I'd imagine. I'm not sure. It's going to be expensive to make this work. I mean, Thielen's only 4,900. Oh my goodness. That is so cheap. Oof. And hit Hockenson. All right, let's build from here. How can we make this look? We have to go dumpster diving for some running backs. Obviously, find a value wide receiver. How's their wide receivers are healthy? I guess Denver. That's an opportunity. We saw it with the other lineup that we made. We know that Hinton is potential value. We'll have to come back to it, but that's a great high-scoring affair, most likely. Kansas City should be ahead. Let's also double-check Fantasy Labs, NFL/Vegas. Always good to keep an eye on what Vegas thinks. They generally are on point with their predictions. That game total is only 44. I would imagine that to go up. I thought that would have been a 50-point game total. I get that the Broncos aren't hot, but it's Russell Wilson. Come on, he can put up points. That's interesting. NFA, but that's an interesting sports betting angle there on getting the over on Russell Wilson. But okay, that's Sunday night. That's not a part of this slate. So Cleveland, Cincinnati, this game that we're stacking primarily, it looks like it has the highest total on the board. So it is going to be very popular. All right. I mean, that's not going to get me away from Hinton by any means, but we can see that Vegas projects. There's already been a 3-point difference in adjustments, but expects Kansas City to win by 9.5 points. So garbage time passes to the wide receiver. I know that this tight end has been Duliach. He's only 3,400 too. You know, he's getting they're not consistent, but this is what his potential is. Add on a touchdown, and whew, it's a good day. Against Kansas City, just hucking it back. But I already got Hawkinson in there. I like this core stack here. Let's see. Can I squeeze in Barkley? Let's go to my cheapest viable defense from previous. Okay. This might work. This might work. I'm going to have to do 2 value wide receivers. Let's most likely. Put him in flex because he's that afternoon slate. Let's see if I can just go off a similar strategy on the other lineup and just squeeze Knight in there. Oh, wow. Look at that. Can we find a hitter at 3,000? Can we find a hitter at 3,000? So Shakir out the gate pops up. He's still getting snaps, but not enough. Not enough. And we're dumpster diving here. Barrios. So he gets snaps each week. This is a pump play. 0 to 5 points is what's expected, but you're hoping for him to get that 20-point game. Maybe and I hate to hope for injuries, but and I'm already backing myself off of that in snowy conditions. We already have Knight in the Jets defense here. So let's say the Buffalo is desperate and these 3 aren't doing shit. Diggs, Davis, and McKenzie, something happens to one of them. Shakir is that next man up, and he's only 3,000. That kind of plays off of, this is definitely negative correlation, right? Having a wide receiver against your defense, but we're not it's getting too nitpicky. I kind of like this strategy here because if the Jets are dominating, well, the Bills are going to try new things, and Shakir will get a few looks. And maybe he takes one to the house. He's got that potential. So I like how this looks. This is definitely a Millie maker lineup. This is silly for the Millie, as one of the coaches over at DFS Army would say. Yeah. I want to keep looking around at value. All right, here's another crazy one, actually. John Brown's back. But they moved him back to the practice squad. We'd have to see leading up to Sunday if they put him back in. I don't know. John Brown was, if you're unfamiliar, he helped Josh Allen develop into the quarterback he is, right? And he's been in that system in the past. So for him to pick up on the playbook is no problem. It's just a matter of, is he getting more opportunities than Shakir? We're not sure. So GPP though, if I don't like it. Let's keep looking around. Let's go look at some injuries. DK Metcalf being out could. It's limited hip injury. He's a savage though. He might be able to play through that. How cheap is Goodwin? 3,500. Wouldn't even have enough for him, but this would be a fun one. He's got potential. I mean, he's already displayed it with 5 targets, popping 2 touchdowns, nice deep balls. He's an Olympic. I think he won the 100-meter dash or something early on. The Olympic gold medal, if I'm not mistaken. So he's fast, is what I'm trying to get at. All right. Juan Jennings is another one. He's the wide receiver 3. I mean, he's not consistent with his targets, but look, he's getting at least 2 targets the past 5 weeks running. And on that minimal 2-target week, I mean, he just wasn't in the game plan. You know, I don't know. This is interesting against the Tampa Bay defense who, you know, one thing we have to factor in with San Francisco too is they're playing without Garoppolo. They're playing with, did they bring? This is crazy. Wasn't Gabbert on the Niners, if I'm not mistaken? Got Josh Johnson. Yeah, I mean, he's our starter, so. And he pretty much played the whole game against Miami. So whatever Juan Johnson got, or Jennings, forgive me. I mean, he did get 4 targets from him. Jimmy G went out almost immediately. So, you know, they connected on 2 of 4, 50%. I mean, I wonder what his line would have looked like if they connected on all 4 throws. And it looks like he is throwing him the ball. I'd have to go look at his average depth of target, but that's an interesting play right there. Again, against a defense who is going to plan for Samuel, who's going to plan for Ayuk and Kittle. Jennings could be the unsung hero there. And there should be no weather concerns. I mean, it might be a little rainy out here with the local weather conditions. Possible light rain. That's nothing to worry about, in my opinion. I'm either going to move this to Shakir or keep it at Jennings. I'm not sure yet, but there we go. We made 2 lines. First look. DraftKings NFL slate for week 14. If you want to see me make more content around this as well as NBA, please do drop a comment below, and I'd be happy to start making these more frequently. Keep in mind that this is episode 199 of BitMonkey TV. Just got to stop and squirrel and say thank you. Thank you to everybody tuning in. Thank you to everybody who helped me get to this point. The encouragement, the questions, the love, the support. Can't say thank you enough. So thank you for being here. We're going to take a little break at episode 200. So I'm not sure when I'm going to do that one yet, but I do leave in 5 days or less. So it's going to be within the next 3 to 4 days. Follow me on Twitter to stay tuned. Subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I do schedule it and go live with episode 200. POAP. Go ahead and write 2 things. We're going to focus on gratitude today. Go ahead and write 2 things you are grateful for. You cannot include one of the ones you were grateful for earlier in the day for the POAP. The POAP window is still open. So, or the channel is still open. I didn't even bother closing it because everyone respected the 5-minute window. I love that. So go ahead and write 2 things you're grateful for, followed by your public wallet address, and we'll make sure to airdrop that POAP to you. So, link right there. Join that contest. Right now, I added one line into that contest of the first lineup. The second lineup with the Kirk Cousins, Jefferson, Hawkinson, bring back with St. Brown is going to go into the Millie Maker. But I'm still unsure on who that $3,000 wide receiver is going to be. But I'm loving how that line is looking. That's silly as fuck. Excuse my language. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until the next one. Peace. It's pizza time.